but all the information on this securitization is available. And if I'm invited to speak to it anytime, I would do that. If my colleague Chirchir, who has this information, he has every information about this, and he would come and appear and explain to you this account, the OC account, that collection account. You'd explain the SPV. He would explain the lead arranger, which was the TDB. He would tell you about how much you have raised so far, how much we have disbursed. Yeah? We have paid all contractors who are owed by the government, all road contractors, up to 50 million. We don't have their debts, 100% paid. But anybody beyond 50 million, any contractor, 40%, and we are going to do 50% in the next 3 weeks. I mean, another 40% to make it 80. And then by November, we want to clear paying all those contractors so that the road construction resume. I think you asked about the fiscal framework. So I have said this is off budget, so it is not coming in our fiscal framework as a debt because it is not a debt. On Senator Omar, again, SOEs, I think I included under strengthening public finance management. I didn't put it as under expenditure reforms, but I talked about government-owned entities. By the way, there will be a lot of savings, but we have not concluded the exercise. The exercise is slower than we thought, but we are moving. Some of these SOEs were being collapsed, some were merged, some they are going to be dissolved, and some are being declassified. Like you find some professional associations classified as parastatals. We are declassifying that. So the process is still ongoing. That's why I can't give the definite figures of how much we are saving. But I'm happy that something that we have been talking about for long, something is being done this time. Finally, on the state-owned enterprises, we are coming up with a government-owned enterprises bill, GOE, which is targeting specifically about 60 parastatals that are commercial by nature, so that their management is changed. Yeah, with currently even commercially viable state-owned enterprises, we are managing them like they are non-commercial viable. State-owned enterprises, where even appointments to the boards is political. If I lose my seat today, you lose your seat today. We look for you somewhere and we put you there. And not that you don't have the capacity, but should it be the only decision in forming membership of a board? No. So we are coming up with government-owned enterprises bill, which will come to the Senate, and this bill will now reform the management of the state-owned, commercially viable state-owned enterprises, where even appointment to the boards will be competitively done. And National Treasury, being the shareholder on behalf of the people of Kenya, will now be the one. You don't have a situation where the line ministry appoints board members, Kada, then National Treasury has some board members. They will be centralized under National Treasury, but the appointment and it will be a competitive process, and will be opening up these government-owned enterprises to private investment and private ideas, as we said about Safaricom and the rest. Let me leave it there, Chair. But Chair, I wanted just to point out that, so that this is not lost. We have been doing something to reduce this debt anchor. I know you told me not to respond to Senator Onyonka, but he made a serious allegation like we are stuck. Either we are stuck or rolling back. I mentioned that around 2022.
But yes.
Yeah.
The information you've already shared is with the committee.
Yeah.
There are certain inputs that are playing to public gallery. We want to maintain objectivity. I don't want you to respond to it because I've already directed that it is removed off the answer. There's just one follow-up question before I allow you to progress with the other issue.
Thank you, Chair, and that's why we always need the CSC. You see, you have a lot of information that is very critical. Just to write on what Senator Isi had asked you earlier as far as the issue of this procurement system is concerned, just a comment. You need to ensure that there's a lot of awareness about it. We just got to know about it last week, but one when the PPRA DG appeared before this committee in terms of the e-procurement system, Kenyans need to know that is the way. And what you also mentioned about the pension e-system, put so much awareness for Kenyans to know that that is the way to go. You have a lot that is just within you. That's why your office and your team needs to see how to bring it out. My question, I wanted to narrow it to what you said earlier, Waziri, in terms of the bonds. We have Telanta Hela bond at 45 billion. RMLF securitization. And my concern is on reporting into the books, because as we speak currently, that has not been done. These are contingent liabilities, and we know very well that contingent liabilities are debts. What is your plan, and what are the risks of not even reporting this to books? Because when I had you make a response when you're responding to Senator AC, you talked about that they must be, but you have not done that. Why? And also the cost in terms of the period for this particular bond.
Chair, I hear the concern of Senator Tabitha, the Vice Chair, very well. On well, there is quite a number of securitizations that are lined up. The one that has gone far ahead at 2 now, is the one for the RMLF, and this one of the Talanta, or rather the one for sports, the sports fund, which I would also tell you again that the sports fund, Chair, has been with us for so many years. What has it done? I will just, you all know that the last stadium that was built in this country is Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani, by President Moi, much as we want to demonize that regime. But it is the only one that did 2 national stadia of international standards in this country. We are doing the 3rd now, the Talanta Stadium. So during President Kibaki's time, with all economic management that people praise, not even a single one. Uhuru's 10 years, not even a single one. Yet we have had this sports fund now for a while. Because when you get to the ground, you'll find an MP has gone and agreed to do 50 million in some corner somewhere. That if that 50 million was utilized properly, you would understand. But sometimes it's only used to put a shade in some school field. So we are saying, why can't we use this money? It's better. We are raising the money. But I want to just correct something. That this is not a loan, neither is it a contingent liability loan. Why? We are creating a special purpose vehicle and selling the right to this vehicle.
It's not a loan, but it's revenue from government. How do you report that? My concern is on how you're reporting it.
Yeah, so I will tell you that I will tell you the reporting. But I was saying, you know, the contingent liability, the liability is sold completely to the special purpose vehicle. That is now the difference between this and a loan or a guarantee. The government is not guaranteeing. What the government is saying, we are selling the right. Once you sell the rights, you have no rights. And you sell the rights and sell the risk. So the risk is sold to SPV. There is no time that if this money is not paid, then now, because there are people who will come and buy this bond, okay? The people who buy this bond, the liability has been, everything else, the risk has been sold to the SPV. So there is nothing that again differs back to government. But in terms of reporting, I will tell you this.
What she's saying is there's some proceeds either way. You know, the objective is to raise money. Right?
Yes.
The concern is how do you capture this for purpose of public information, you know, in terms of reporting. So now continue with it.
We actually will be reporting the annual debts, yeah, will always be reported, we will always give you these figures, including contingent liabilities, if I may go to that part of the contingent liabilities, including even those that are related to PPPs, because there are contingent liabilities. So there is a reporting that we do every year. And if you go to our system, the website, you'll get it. Even this securitization, it is not lost. By the way, I would even report to you today that the collection account, because we haven't issued the bonds yet. If you go to the OC account, the collection account, where the 7 shillings goes today, it has 21 billion shillings in that account. And it is there for Kenyans to see. This 21 billion, up to 20th of June, it was 21 billion. This 21 billion, sorry, someone is talking as I might had my own things. So, you see, the 21 billion is not even paying the rent. It's available for us. And there are roads that have already been lined up, most of them in Nairobi, the eastern side of Nairobi. We are going to do those roads. Look at this road, the expressway here. This expressway, up, we are enjoying. Down, it's chaos.
I think, Waziri, I appreciate you are a very good politician and a very good administrator at the same time. No, I want you to stick to the administration part of it. Let's not divert the question that I'd asked you, because my concern is in regards to reporting, and that has not been done. For these 2 bonds, that has not been done. In terms of trying to explain the importance of these funds, in terms of building these stadiums, in terms of expressway and all that, that is okay, that is fine. I just wanted you to narrow as to why this is public money, this is public revenue. It needs to be reported. And the discussion we are having today here is in regards to that. We just need to be on the same page on that.
But you see, Senator, maybe I was not getting you clearly. I was just trying to find out what exactly could be the miscommunication. You see, Senator, there's this collection account. It's still a government account, okay? And again, all these reports, the public debt, liability, where we have contingent liabilities, by 30th of September, we have a responsibility to report. And we will report. We'll bring all these reports.
You will, but you have not.
But September, we still have days. Do you want me to bring it earlier, Senator? We can try to work and beat the deadline. Maybe if you want it by July, interim report, we will. But September 30th, we will. We are required, by the way, by law, to report. So all these reports will come out. Yes. Okay. Now I'm happy that now I have understood you, because I was struggling.
He just stated something, but
Yes.
you've understood that finally.
Oh, very well, yes. So, Chair, do I move forward at this time? I think it's,
Yeah, you go to
page 9?
number 20, section number 20.
Yeah.
Public debt is stopped in Kenya and the 30th of April 2020.
More Radio, 88.2 FM. We are